Hello. Decided I'm a live streamer now. I have these headphones on because I thought it would make me look cute, but it doesn't. I was just listening to something though. Let me take it off. I came on in a magical moment and then I had to write like what this was going to be about and stuff before I came on. And so now I'm like back. Oh, and I had to take a thumbnail and that just kind of my good mood. But I'm gonna get back to it. I just wanted to say it's very interesting how everything is coming together, and yet everything is so hard or has felt so hard because I've been lost in the sauce, I guess. But when I say that, I don't mean like alcohol at all. I just mean I've just been lost in the sauce of my brain. um, so to share like just this little bit of synchronization, I guess, is I um, was walking to go check my PO box, and it was occurring to me because like I don't want to go into how my first few weeks of van life has been necessarily in this video because I've like been filming little bits and bobs that I would like to string together and make an actual video for. But knowing me, that's not going to happen for like 6 months down the road, which is annoying. So that's why I do lives. um, so I was walking to go get my PO box taken care of, and something that I have been, I guess, lamenting is the fact that I haven't been able to like watch all my YouTube girlies and like um, feel grounded because I've just been undergoing like the most massive lifestyle change I've ever experienced, and just going through it. And so then I was like, man, like I miss like there are like these two creators that I watch, and they kind of go through like tarot things and whatnot, and it's just cool because everything usually tends to apply and like make me feel like I have some kind of direction a little bit, but like and now I'm thinking about how my mom would hear me say that and be like, "You're letting the devil in." That's a misrepresentation of what that really means. It's not like she's from saying that you would assume that she's like a religious person or something like that, and like it's like, oh my god, tarot's the devil, blah 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 blah, blah, getting into that. I really need bangs again, I guess. Really need to, yeah, yeah, that would be cute. That's cuter. Um, but no, it's that she's actually a medium, but knows that is really scary shit out there, and like doesn't want that door opened. So yeah, but anyways, I like to watch these videos. And then so I was like, but they're so long and I just don't have time because of the changes that I'm dealing with. And so I had the thought, well, like maybe you should really go back to like just listening to Abraham Hicks every now and then. That'll like help you feel grounded again, or like feel like you're in kind of a similar routine of like upward mobility. Like, maybe that'll like just alleviate some of the stress kind of thing. Like, I don't know, because you haven't listened to them in a while. And I was thinking that knowing that I had saved to watch later a video, an Abraham Hicks video titled, Knowing This, You Can Leave Your Job in the Next 30 Days. I had saved that to watch later and hadn't done anything about it. But then I was thinking, well, yeah, maybe because they're like shorter talks and you don't have to watch it. You can just listen to it, basically. Anyways, so that kind of lined up in my thoughts and like how things um are going. I don't know. So it sparked that idea. So then I get back to the office and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch a video. I go to my watch later. I start watching that video. And I just watched it. It's 14 minutes long. And it says or explains absolutely nothing about or to do with leaving your job in the next 30 days. There's absolutely nothing in it that related to that topic whatsoever. What it did relate to, though, was recalibrating myself exactly how I need to be recalibrated so that all of these struggles that, like, I've been going through can just, like, I don't know, it was just, like, can just take a sit. They can have several seats and sit, okay? They're sitting. My problems are down, they're sat. Um, it was just the medicine exactly that I needed to hear. And so the fact that I'm witnessing that such like a quick turnaround of alignment, of you had the thought while you were walking, you need to listen to more Abraham Hicks, that linked up to the other day me saving an Abraham Hicks thing that I didn't listen to then me listening to it because it had enticed me by the title of leave your job in the next 30 days because that's what I would love to do, but I can't. Well, that I could if I wanted to, but I'm not going to, if I can help it. And then giving me exactly what I needed to hear. Like there were just so many, like I was just, and another alignment along that line is a while ago, before it became a trend, I was listening to these Abraham Hicks videos and was like, a lot of these talks would be good for reels. And I had that idea, and I guess everybody had that idea, and it started happening, and now it's a trend, and I didn't get in on it, get in on it in time. But I'm listening to this one and I'm like, there were like 4 clips that I could like very clearly see like being good audios for reals. So then I was like, oh well, you know, maybe you'll actually get ahead of the curb this time. We'll see. But that's if it's anything that I really care to do. I feel like this is absolutely pointless what I'm doing. But because I'm kind of just going into this live like without really fully knowing what it is that I wanted to digest, but knowing that there's something. So, without going into too much detail over like everything that's been going on the past month, because I, like I said, want to make a different video for that. Um, I do just want to say, like, that whole video that I just watched was basically about, like, don't, or like, turn, stop witnessing the lack. The way to get back is to turn yourself to the good experience every time. Turn yourself to the good. Like, I'm, I'm muttering it up. But it hit so hard, even though I've heard that so many times, because what I've been feeling over the past month is shit, 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 shit. I really need to work harder, 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 harder. Everything is going so fast. I haven't been able to put my feet on the ground in over a month. Like, there's lack, there's lack, there's lack, there's lack. Um, and I have been like spinning, trying to figure out how to get myself back to a place of like flow, I guess, without the immense anxiety that I've been feeling. Because then I feel such guilt over the fact that I'm so anxious and so stagnant, even though this is exactly the period of time that like I've been praying for. It's like it's so everything is so good, but like I'm behaving so badly, I feel like. Ugh, everything's messy, everything's gray again. Okay, so I have mm, I was talking about that in another video clip that I probably have not posted at all. But my experience right now of life is just an absolute fucking utter mess. It's like a gray Pollock, but like somebody's just gone like this. I going into this Leo season this August. um, it's insane like how many beautiful things have lined up for me, and yet I feel like so overwhelmed. And it's like, yeah, of course you're gonna feel overwhelmed. It's great stuff. Like that's overwhelming, but like I'm not behaving like I wanted to behave when this happened, if that makes any sense. So basically, I have three big burlesque performances this month and two art shows and a art project to do this month. So I've got six major projects outside of work that I'm working on, plus living in a van. um, and trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to do that in a sustainable way whatsoever without burning myself out, because I have to live in a city so that I can go to this job every day. Um, Hence why the title being Leave Your Job in 30 Days is very enticing, because especially now starting van life, like the new challenges I face with the fact that I can't just be with my van all day, like I can't just like go to a shop, like I can't work remotely, and I can't seem to get the vision of the lifestyle that I was planning um, for this period, I can't like get to that, or I haven't been able to get to that, and I don't know if it's really possible at all anymore. Um, God, I'm being so vague. Ugh. The plan was that it's been that I want to quit this job in November because my 30th birthday is that, and it's my 3-year anniversary at this job. Like, that's my 3 years up. What's very interesting that I see now, because I'm high, I guess, is how, oh my God, there's so many threes. Okay, so that's a 3-3 in my mind because I'm turning 30 and it's my 3 years here. And I just said how I have 3 and 3 projects, and there's 3 months between now and the quitting. So it's like 3-3-3, if that makes sense. And I see that I'm like, oh my God, too many fucking threes. Here I am, just reading into like some bullshit. Like I don't know. But to me, threes are like cycles. Um, and I think it's a little bit after my 3 years of like, yeah, it's definitely after 3 years, but time isn't necessarily linear like that. It feels like 3 years because I've been here 3 years, whatever. Um, of years ago, long ago, before, okay, let's not go into Avatar. I was miserable at a job years ago, and I was doing not the same position, but like the same within kind of the same thing. Um, Out in California, and I was miserable for completely different reasons. Um, but I'd come to a point there that I was like, I need to get out of this job. I need to do my art. I don't ever want to work for anybody again. Like, I am done. I'm an entrepreneur. I need to do my thing. Like, let me free. And I freed myself. Everything went to shit. I'm sure I've like said this before, somewhere along this journey line path. Um, Maybe eventually, instead of actually trying to like string everything myself and like make myself make sense, like maybe I'll just come into some money and be able to hire somebody to like watch all of my unshared content and like put it together in chronological order and put it out there for me because I can't do it. No, because my energy isn't spent doing that at this time. I, you know what I'm trying to say? Whatever. Um, Anyways, I see myself kind of in the same position I was 3 years ago. It wasn't 3 years ago, but like it's like a cycle has happened. Um, Only I am at a way different spot. Yet I still have so much carried over anxiety from back then of like trying to free myself and everything going to shit that I'm like, oh my God, please do not do that to yourself again. Like, you are, don't like you have to learn from how things went last time. Don't do that to yourself again, kind of thing. But then I keep struggling with that because I'm like, well, everything is different now. I'm not doing that to myself. I'm leveled up, blah, 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 blah. And that is true too. But I still feel like I have to be careful. But I just fumble because I'm so focused on trying to find and figure out where the lessons are that I'm not just living, and I'm living in my constant fear of and anxiety of like having not learned my lesson. Um, and yeah, um, I don't want to be like that. I think that is not a regression, but it is a sidestep because throughout this time, I have learned so much more about how you actually achieve your goals, you know, because I've been achieving them. And now I'm in the process of learning how not to fumble the ball or feel like you're fumbling the ball when your manifestations are coming to you. When you are in Leo season of all seasons and you have the biggest month of exposure lined up of your life that you did all by yourself. I mean, not really all by yourself, because there have been wonderful people that have helped me and that have come in like magical beams of light, because it takes a village. And yeah, I just what is it? Casino effect. I feel myself casino affecting everything that's going on, and then focusing on the negative, stressful parts because I don't want a casino effect, instead of just allowing this experience to be as fucking phenomenal as it is. And like, I'm so thankful that I keep being able to come back to that acknowledgement after being lost at sea, because I've made a couple of these tidbits, super long tidbits, because I don't ever know how to get to the point fast. But they all kind of ultimately come to a point of like recognizing, yeah, things are really, really hard, but like this is what you have prayed for, including the hardships. And you're in the moment experiencing the expansion. And if you just stay in that moment of appreciation and expansion, you'll be fine. You're not going to fuck anything up. You deserve this. You don't have to work any harder for it. You have it. It's here. It's yours. And more is coming. All you have to do is regulate your nervous system as much as you can. Remember and use your tools when you start feeling like you're spiraling. And bring yourself back up to the grander perspective of this is everything you've dreamed of. And it's just the real sensations, real time that you're experiencing. Because when you were dreaming it, you were imagining what the sensations would feel like. I'm getting off track here. I'm about to stop making sense here pretty soon. As if I was making sense to begin with. Well, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I guess all I'm trying to say is like, boy, life is really fucking tough right now. That is the truth. Um, there's a lot of things that are not happening the way that I had expected and planned for. I've been catching and dodging whatever a fuck ton of curveballs, it seems. And then because I'm so, I want to say hyper vigilant, I don't know, but the, trying to find the source of what's going to hurt me the next. Trying to find like where the lessons are so that you can make sure that you've passed them, that I may not end up passing them. I don't know. This is all just a mind dump. I said that in the description. It's just a mind dump. And it's live because if it's not live, it takes a very long time for me to get it out there. But I'm working on that. And another point is to listen to Abraham Hicks some more a little bit. That'll help even out your propensity for negativity. Negativity, but like for noticing the lack. That is a tool to help tune you back into noticing the blessings in gratitude and allowing them to flow without the resistance from, you know, you feeling like everything's falling apart. And then I always try to make sure that I'm not like falling into nothing but like the love and light trap, I guess, of like this leveling up journey. um, because I think that there needs to be balance and there is good, valuable information and good, valuable tools that can help from both like love and light workers and I wouldn't say dark, but you know, like more shadow workers, I guess, like the shadowier side of things. There's so many gems. So like I try to do both. I try to make sure I'm not just taking the lessons from one or the other side, and keeping some balance and keeping myself firmly in the middle so that I can filter and feel what I deem to be helpful and true for me, without just automatically adopting whatever I'm consuming. Hope that made sense. Um, I have a meeting in 20 minutes. I don't wanna. Let me get off this. But I want to leave off on a less somber note, I guess. And so I'm just gonna brag a little bit more about the fact that, like, cool, I have felt like I've been swimming in the deep end and treading just barely above water. But this experience of finding that video and listening to it, and the title being so enticing, but then the video having nothing to do with the title, but being exactly what you needed, is like a reminder that even though I'm treading water and I feel like I'm drowning, I oftentimes, literally, when I'm in the lake, I don't like to put my feet on the ground because I get scared of that for some reason. I'm like, "Oh, I don't wanna touch anything under there. I just wanna tread water." But so I don't realize, like, how deep I am or not, and this was kind of like a symbolic, metaphorical kind of example of me treading water, thinking I'm way deeper away, way further away from alignment than I actually am, and if I just put my feet on the ground, you'll realize that I'm a lot closer to the shore if I were talking literally, literal sense, I guess. But I am not as far away from help as I think I am. And the alignment is like I feel like I'm floating away from alignment. I feel like, in this process, because I haven't been able to do the practices and things that I felt like got me to being able to get the van and being able to start my burlesque, you know, showgirl career. um, I feel like I've been drifting away from that because I've just been living la vida loca, as I've been saying, um, so much. But just having that experience reminded me how close I am to getting back on alignment, and that it really actually is there. I really actually am aligned. I really actually am in flow, and I need not to panic. Stop in the water, put my fucking feet on the ground, because that is less scary than accidentally drowning in water you can stand in. All right. Hope you liked that metaphor. Okay. Bye.